some settings and stuff, but it should be okay now. So we're gonna have to get rid of our load game. How do we get rid of stuff like that? Well, whatever, we don't need to use that save slot. But anyway, I wanted to test out something if it worked. If the mouse works, I wanna... Hello, my mic was off. I'm Zombie878 bringing you another YouTube video called Sakura Spirit. I know I recorded this a while ago and posted it, but the audio messed up and mostly everything else and stuff, so I had to, you know, go around, fix some settings and stuff, so it shouldn't lag anymore. But I want to see if a controller will work for this. No, doesn't look like controller will. Great. Hello everyone, my name is Zombie878 bringing you another YouTube video. I recorded this a while ago, but I figured out when I looked at it that the audio was messed up. You couldn't see the video. I had to go around and fix some settings, so hopefully it doesn't lag no more. But this is Sakura Spirit. It's basically a reading simulator, or you could say anime simulator. Now I hope you don't mind if I skip past this, but I kinda want to get back to the point you're already at because, well, why not? Let's just override it. None of you mind if I skip through this. You can go see other people's YouTube channels. Okay, this is where we left off. So, let me give you a rundown of the story. Takahiro, our main character ourselves, is a boy. He was going to pray at a dojo, like they do in Japan, for a judo competition. Then when he went to pray, he met this weird person, and this weird person brought him to a weird unknown place, and we are about to meet the girls. Of course, this being anime, I think you already know what's going to happen, so if you don't want to watch the video, you don't have to watch the video, but let me skip to the part I was at. Let me save the game right where I was at. Okay, this is where we left off in the last episode, but my video was all messed up. What in the world is going on here? Further ahead, I saw a couple of girls in fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about this scene, something that didn't make sense. The girls being chased had the ears and the tail of an animal, and the pursuers appeared to be armed with a katana and naginata. You conniving fox, come back here at once. Return what you... I'm not gonna say this again. The audio messed up, so... yeah. Hey, Kage, how can you say something out loud like that? Oh no, help us. Save us from the rampaging women, hee hee hee. As I watched the girls run off, I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. Well, I didn't know what in the world was going on. The two girls armed with rather realistic looking props, surely they couldn't be real, had me worried. I couldn't very well call myself a hero if I let something like this go by without acting. I'm so gonna regret this. Mumbling in annoyance, I chased after girls. Hey Kage, go around to the left. Right. I said left, why do you always undermine me? I wasn't saying right, I was, you know what, never mind, just run after them. As I was chasing the girls, I noticed that the trees seemed to be getting denser, making it gradually more difficult to navigate along the path. Onishama, I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to feel a bit, Just a little longer, Mahiko-chan. We're almost... Mahiko, not that. Not now. Sorry, Onisama. Scissor attack. I arrived just in time to find a scene taken straight from an action movie. The girl with the blonde hair had collapsed, held in her companion's protective embrace. The two armed girls were approaching them almost unmistakably with killing instincts running amok. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt it. These girls are gonna be in for a beating if I didn't stop them. We've got you now, thieves. So I'm gonna personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on. Sorry, I'm doing something right now. Okay, now I'm ready. Yeah, although I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kinda nice. Keeps me feeling fresh and tingly. I already said all my dots in the episode that lost its audio, so let's not do that again. Akage, goodness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you, it's about our undergarments stolen, and these two criminals being brought to justice. Onisama, it hurts, my head hurts. Shh, it's going to be okay, little one. Hey guards, if you're so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch. Stop it right there. However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl... I think I know where this is going. It lands on him. Whatever it was flying... Yep. Straight towards my head. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered. I can't see who tosses, peeling the items of my face. I thought this person over here was, like, hurting and unconscious. Whatever. I raised them into the air looking like a professor examining an important sample while the thieves made their escape. A pink bra and lacy black panties. Oh boy, I knew this wasn't going to end well. Ah, you there. Are you in cahoots with these crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime and not for anyone else to touch. Drop the panties right now. I'm innocent until proven guilty. It's one of the golden rules of the court. Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into shish kebab. What? No, stop. Shut up. Just drop the evidence and walk away. I am Tsukino Miyu, chief of the village guards, and I'm ordering you to drop what you're holding right now. I don't know of any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop would go around dressed like that and wielding a katana. More importantly, the ground here is muddy and dirty. Are you sure I should drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but... Ha! Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me, the pointy end of her naginata aiming for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time, and I was able to palm away the spear as it sailed through the air, struck upwards on the wooden shaft of the weapon, sending it up in the air and causing the girl to lose her balance. Narima, I did not order you to attack. Fine, fine. I'll give them back. Jeez. Just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. Extending the hand that held the undies, I tried to hand them over, something that I would soon end up regretting. Ha! You think I fall for something so simple, fool? You may have fooled me once, but I won't let that happen again. The woman swung her weapon wide, piercing the thick wooden pole into my side. Before I could dodge, she then lunged forward and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, leaving me with sore ribs and in prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only lead to more fighting, with the possibility of ending up stabbed. I decided to remain passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly. Your methods might be crude, but they do get results. Hikage, tie him up, or bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding. Right. And people wonder why criminals want to resist arrest at all. I mumbled this weakly as the girl with the naginata tied my wrists together with rope, and soon I felt myself dragged by the duo towards the city. Surely, once we're out of the forest, you two will stop the act of yours and let me go. Right, as much as I like to fool around, I have more important things to do. The city? Ha, we're not taking you all the way there. You be spending the night in the village jails, thief. Who are you calling a thief? I'm the victim. First, I get the undies tossed in my face. Then, I had to deal with physical abuse. And now these accusations? Besides, there's no village around these parts. It's a city, you know. Tsukino Toshi. Silence. Hikage, if he speaks again before we get to the village, you have my permission to knock him unconscious. So sundry tyrant. Hehe, that's funny. And that's how I ended up on my way to a jail cell, cuffed and dragged by two girls, both of who I started to suspect were crazy. And we get to a new area. When we exited the forest, alarms set off in my mind. The city I had lived in my whole life, it was gone. You gotta be kidding me. If I wasn't in Tsukino Toshi, then where was I? Hey, no talking, come on, I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda maybe a punch or two. Just want to know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily. Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable with the right movement and enough force. That's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where in the world are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look more like they belong in some sort of classic samurai movie. Huh? What the heck is a movie? This is Hamura. It's been here forever. Hikage, I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again. Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me that I had to. Must be tough being the subordinate of someone like that. Be quiet or I'll silence you for good. This time it didn't seem to be an ideal threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and now was resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played a hero earlier. Hopefully there will be someone with more common sense in the village. Several minutes later. Dun, dun, dun. 3 dots, 6 dots, 9 dots. I soon found myself confined within a small room. The stern-looking tsundere of a girl glaring down at me while the other girl, who was apparently called Narumi, seemed to have softened up a little. From what I had gathered during the conversation, they had called the village elder to help oversee my questioning. What purpose did these thieves have? Or are you just some pervert who gets off sniffing girls' undies? I ought to castrate you. I already told you I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, not to mention anything worn by you will probably smell sour. I couldn't see too well from the sail where they had put me, but I was almost certain I could hear Narumi laughing nearby. Tsukino Dono, please call down. Isn't that supposed to be please calm down? Okay. Wait, what? I can go there like that? Wow. Okay. That is correct, Elder Sama. I believe he was working together with the fox spirits to steal panties and other undergarments. Objection. Huh? What are you objecting to, young man? The evidence surrounding the defendant's accusation was fabricated. Narumi-san, would you please answer this question for the judge? Was the defendant, that is myself, anywhere near those girls while you two were in pursuit of them? I like how he thinks of that person as a judge. It's like that person as a judge and those people as the people who are watching. It's so funny. Hold it. Just who are you calling a judge here? Lower your voice or I will strike you down. Hey, Mio-san. Maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy clearly isn't a bandit. We could just ask him why he was up there in the woods. If he has a valid reason, then sure. If not, then he's clearly a panty thief and we'll use him as a punching bag out in the yard. Finally, and here I thought this was about to become a turnabout case. I sighed deeply, partly amused by my own act. Despite the seriousness of the situation, who would have ever thought mimicking characters from games and movies would end up getting me out of trouble? As long as I didn't become an ace prisoner, things would hopefully turn out for the better. A wise idea, Narumi-chan. How about you start by giving us your name? Gushiken Takahiro. So, what were you doing in the forest when those two were chasing the thieves? I'm not entirely sure myself. One moment I was praying at a shrine hidden inside the forest. Next thing I knew, some weird girl was talking to me. A girl? Yes, a girl with horns and a tail. I know it sounds weird, but I could have sworn I saw her before. I must have fainted after that. I woke up somewhere the forest. Somewhere the forest. Tsukino Dono, Narumi-chan. Do you recall the stories behind the shrine near a village? Forgive me, Elder Sama, I do not recall. I know it's a place of high spiritual energy, a sacred place, but I can't remember the details. Sorry, grandfather. That shrine belongs to Suyuri, a powerful spirit that has been watching over our village for as long as anyone can remember. Unlike the fox spirits, we tend to avoid going too deep into the forest. I still think I could get rid of those pests once and for all if you would just let me go in and find their home. It's probably hidden in some damp cave on the hill or some rundown old house. Humans and spirits rarely mingle, even if they meet with good intentions. The fact that this lad says he saw a spirit means there is a chance he was there for a reason. Not to mention, did you take a good look at him yet? He seems disoriented and his clothes look foreign. He did seem to be talking gibberish earlier. He claimed to be from a city near here, but there's nothing like that around for miles. He was also talking about something called a movie, and he used some fighting technique that I never seen before. He's still a pervert. I'm not a pervert. It's perfectly natural for a guy my age to be curious about certain things. Besides, if you were talking about how the panties ended up on my face, I had nothing to do with it, Sundry Tyrant. What do you just call me? I ought to smash you to pieces, you brat. You know this is the second time I called you that, right? Whatever. Oh, wait. Now that I think about it, those two foxes did look like they were just abandoning him. But grandfather, what does this all mean? I can't be certain. However, I believe it is unlikely that he's working together with the fox spirit. Still, I have never heard of any human to come upon a spirit such as Suuri. I dare say he might not even be of this world. Wait, are you trying to say that I'm in a different world now? That would be the most logical explanation. In what world would that be considered logical? But I have an important tournament to participate in 2 weeks from now. Well, no one has ever experienced something like this before. We will have to think of how to deal with you, or if it's even possible to get you back to your own world. In the meantime, a night in the cell won't hurt. He did assault a village guard and he resisted arrest. He could stay here until he rots for all I care, but I suspect the elder will wish to have a talk with you soon. Hikagi, I am going to clean myself off. I suggest you do the same. I would take offense for implying that I stink, but that was one of a run. Those fox spirits run fast. I would still like to know more about them techniques. Takahiro-san, if you do happen to stick around, I might want to go a few rounds with you. It's not like I'll be going anywhere for the time being. It is only for a few hours while we discuss what to do with you. A person such as yourself would end up causing quite the commotion amongst the villagers, so it is necessary to convince them that you mean them no harm before we release you. And that was how I found myself stuck in a jail cell while the people responsible for the situation left to deal with personal errands. This sucks, as if being sent to a different world wasn't bad enough. I'm stuck in jail with my only company being a pair of beautiful, magnificent, majestic fox sisters. You lucky boy. What? Oh, I didn't say that. I was about to say, what am I talking about? A pair of beautiful... Wait a second. Nahayahu, hi there, panty boy. A familiar face appeared at the top of my cell, blonde girl with golden eyes. As I watched, she flipped over and landed in front of the cell, waving her hands at me from the side of the cell. Another girl appeared, a wry grin on her face. It's the panty thieves. If you're here to reclaim your hostages, they are already back where they belong. Nope, we saw the guards go into the bath and swipe the maiden's silk again, and look. With that, she pulled out a pair of lacy silken underwear from her sleeve and stretched it out with her thumb, showing off her panties. Surprised me. Oh my gosh. This game. You came all the way back here to snatch your underwear again, and I'm not sure that Sundry Tyrant fits the label. The cutie with the katana, you'd be surprised. I happen to believe that she is I happen to believe that she is as innocent as one can be. She seems far too upright to let any man touch her. What person? As for returning to the village, we have a debt to settle. I smiled weakly as I wondered what the fox meant by debt. Debt. I'm not sure what this debt of yours might be, but I think you better leave before those two return. You don't seem to be on friendly terms with the samurai girls. Wait, if he doesn't know about it, we can just leave, Onisama. Maiko, that is not how we do things, young man. Your actions allowed us to escape our earlier predicament without harm. This place is us in your debt, for which we are now repaying you. Maiko, do the magic. Okay. Wait a second. The younger girl walked forward and placed her hands upon the locked door of the cell. She began mumbling something that I couldn't even begin to understand, and her hands began glowing brightly. Different worlds, girls wielding weapons, and now fox girls using magic. Next on the list, I'm going to find a talkative magic sword and end up destined to save the world. That said, I was curious to see what this magic would do to the lock, keeping me imprisoned. Ha! The glow flared for a moment before quickly fading. There was a hiss and then a sizzle as the lock dripped to the floor in a mess of melted metal. Well done, Mihiko-chan. You did very well. Relax for now, alright? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be the most surprised about. The fact that a girl just melted the steel lock, or that I'm starting to accept that this is normal. I don't know. I think you should be more surprised about how you're starting to think this is normal. This level of magic is extraordinary. Mahiko-chan is quite gifted. But as I said, we are here to settle our debt. If you would like, we can escort you back to the forest where we first encountered you. I do, however, suggest that you decide quickly. The guards do not bathe for long. I should know. I have observed them for a while. Why? Okay. Well, I don't plan on sticking around, so I'll gladly accompany the two of you out of here. Maybe I'll be able to find my way back home. Lead the way, peeping Tammy. Machiko, Sakurino, Machiko, not Tammy. Takahiro, but I suggest we keep the introductions for later. Very well then, Takakun. Follow. As I was stepping out of the cell, the sound of a familiar voice boomed in the distance. Thieves! Crafty fox! Kleptomaniacs! I'll skin you alive! I think that's our cue to get out of here. And with that, the three of us started out of the prison. And that's pretty much what happened according to the village elder. There's supposed to be a shrine somewhere in the forest. It must be the same one I visited before I got caught up in the mess. Goodness, that sounds like a terrible situation. I know that spirits such as Suyuri enjoy playing with people, but this seems a little cruel of her. I would speak with her myself, but fox spirits are not allowed to near the shrine. Huh? I thought the reason we never go there because you'll get all flustered when Sue-chan's around. Shut up, Miko. I didn't realize the panty thief could get embarrassed like that, but maybe you two could show me the way to the shrine. Somehow the layout of the forest seems different from my world. Which pretty much meant that Aria's mat was useless now. You do not understand. There is quite more to the way of the spirits than meets the eye, Taka-kun. I will try to navigate you to the shrine, but if Suyuri does not want us there, then we will simply not get there. The only places we can navigate to directly are home and the village. I could use gate magic, but that takes a super long time to cast, and unless I concentrate really hard, it usually ends up taking us someplace, not fun. I can imagine not fun. I can imagine not fun. I think I'll prefer taking the ground route, but thanks for the offer, Mahiko-chan, was it? That's right. Sakurino Mahiko at your service. Yay, my first human friend. Silly girl. Not that I doubt your navigation skills or anything, but didn't we cross this path a while ago? Oh, you're right. Why are we back here, Onisama? Huh? I thought you were leading the way. Wait, I think if we turn this way, cut through the trees here, we might... The girl seemingly disappeared out of sight as she stepped in between two tall trunks, only to be followed by a loud splash. Should I dare to click the mouse button like 1 or 2 more times? Doing a YouTube video on this, why not? I ran towards the trees and looked down to see the girl, arms flailing widely, neck deep in a sorrow-moving river. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna do a countdown from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Onisama, quick, please, you have to help her, I'm begging you. I'll do whatever you want, just please save her. Hell, it doesn't look that deep, you know. Don't tell me that your sister can't. She can't swim, neither of us can. Please, Takahiro-sama, please rescue my sister. Guess I don't have a choice. Smiling weakly, I pulled off my jacket and dove into the water. The cold water sending shivers down my spine as I swam towards Machiko, who despite the lack of a strong current was slowly disappearing under the water. Urged on by worried shouts of Mihiko, I tried to reach the girl as quickly as possible. It took me a few strokes before I reached her, but by the time I had grabbed a hold of her and pulled her out of the water, she had lost consciousness. She's not breathing. I felt my stomach drop. Dreadful thoughts of what might happen if I didn't do something began to fill my mind. But what in the world could I possibly do? CPR? I don't know what that is. She's not breathing. Help her. Please save her. Onisama, please wake up. Okay, but I need to concentrate. Can you find something to dry her off with? Right. Great, a mage without a revive spell. As if trying to steal my nerves for what I was about to do, I muttered those words just before leaning in. All I could remember from my first aid training was that the patient had to be in a so-called recovery position and that I had to blow air into her mouth and push down on her chest. My heart pounded faster and faster as I looked down on the fox girl. I could feel my cheeks heating up as I blushed. Clumsily, I put her into what I hoped was the right position, and slowly I lowered myself towards her face. My lips parted. Yeah, I think I'll end the video here. I think I'll end the video here. I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna end the video here. I'll end the video here. I got anything in my gallery. I got this in my gallery. How do I get back? Oh my gosh, no. No! I don't know how to get back. How do I get back? Oh, I just click on it. That's nice. Well, there seems to be still a lot of pictures left. A lot of pictures. So, yeah, let's go. So, anyway, I'll end the video there. Yeah, so like, subscribe, comment, and I will try to bring another part to you as